I'm gonna talk about how I got 7 band score for IELTS Academic as an Iranian with English as her second language. As a child, I loved English and I was studying English since I was 7 years old. I used to take American English classes regularly and it was a lifetime learning journey for me to study English. But the reason that I got the IELTS exam was that I wanted to move to Canada as an international student. Because I wanted to study universities abroad, I needed to have IELTS Academic in a high level with a really great band score. So I decided to take IELTS classes and I took a public class. It wasn't something fancy or private. I did my journey in a public class with around 7-8 students. My class were located in Isfahan, Iran, and it was really great and helpful. My teacher taught me about the methods, tips and tricks and techniques that we need to take for each module: writing, reading, speaking and listening. And it was great, and we were also introduced to some of the essential books that we needed to read. So I'm gonna share the books with you so that you can get them and study them. Besides going to the classes, I was also doing some tests by myself regarding the books. The book that we were studying inside the class was a complete IELTS 6.5 to 7.5. These kind of books also have all of the levels of IELTS. It has like 5, 6 band score, so you can get them and study them. It comes with a workbook as well, so you can just learn the materials and it's very helpful. But if you're thinking about getting 7 or 8, I recommend that you get the 6.5 to 7.5 book. So the rest of the books that I'm gonna talk about are about vocabulary. One of them is 400 must-have words for the TOEFL. I know the title is TOEFL, but it has all of the essential and important words that you need to learn. It also comes with exercises so that you can memorize the words in the best way. The next book is Essential Words for IELTS. So this book also comes with some tests and practices so that you can just memorize all of the words. And for the vocabulary, by the way, I had a notebook and I would just write all of the new words, and every day I would just review them. I would write the meaning of the word in my own language and I would just hold my hands on the Farsi language. This method was really helpful, and the words that I couldn't remember, I would just highlight them with a highlighter so that for the next time I know that I need to be careful with these kind of highlighted words because I'm gonna forget them. The next book is Vocabulary for IELTS and also Vocabulary for IELTS Advanced. These books are also amazing and they're really helpful for your IELTS exam. And the Grammar for IELTS book is also great. It's super essential for you if you want to have a smooth and fluent speaking for your exam. This book has all of the grammatical rules for you to learn. The next book is a speaking book. So I know there's not enough speaking books. I was also struggling to just find the right speaking book for myself, but I couldn't. This book is written by an Iranian person, Alireza Memarzadeh, so it was super beneficial for me. I read this book 2 weeks before my speaking exam and I was so surprised because it covers all of these speaking topics. You know, part 3 of the speaking module is super. The examiner are gonna ask you about some of the high-level topics and you need to answer some questions about like global warming, just some tricky topics. And this book has all of the possible IELTS speaking topics and it's so good. I definitely recommend you to study that book as well. I was doing some IELTS practices by doing tests on IELTS books. I remember I studied all of the books, like from IELTS 1 test to IELTS 17 or 18. I did my test in 2018, so it was just 17 books, I guess, at that time. I used to take 2 tests each day, every day. I used to wake up at 7. This book contains all of the real IELTS tests and you can just test yourself by doing real IELTS exam, which is so helpful in my perspective. And I was just doing them until afternoon, and each each test would take nearly 3 hours and a half. I took them like without any breaks. After listening, I would jump into reading because I wanted to get used to the IELTS exam, because the real IELTS exam for me was same as that. So I wanted to mimic everything for myself. I also did some mock tests, but they weren't very standard. For example, the exam scene and setup and the chairs, for example, were not good for someone who wants to sit to take the test for 3 hours, and also the questions were not standard at all. As my final words, I have some tips for you as well. So I remember I was fully dedicated to IELTS exams. I deleted my Instagram and I just mute my notifications so that I won't be distracted during the day. I wanted to only focus on getting the best results from IELTS exam. There's no way that you could earn this overnight. You need to just work for it, and you need to practice and just grow your English skill set, which is so important. That's the final advice for me. For you guys, don't forget to subscribe this channel, and please like this video so that I know that you find this video helpful. Definitely let me know about your IELTS results in the future. Until the next video, bye!